You wake up exhausted after 8 hours of sleep. You lie awake at midnight with a racing mind. Or you carry a chronic, unexplainable knot in your stomach but never quite goes away. Modern medicine typically labels these as symptoms of a high-stress lifestyle. However, for thousands of years, the Ayurvedic tradition viewed these exact same ailments as indicators of a specific celestial misalignment. This relies on the principle of energy-mass equivalence. Much like light converts into heat, the specific energetic frequencies emitted by planets manifest as physical mass within our bodies. These are the three doshas: Pitta, or fire, Kapha, representing water and earth, and Vata, the element of air. Because these energies dictate our physical makeup, your specific ailments provide the data points of an astrological chart. Your body effectively functions as a living map of the solar system. By tracking where your health is failing, you can reverse engineer which planet is currently dominating your system and apply targeted physical remedies to restore the balance. The Pitta dosha governs the body's fire. When this element becomes excessive, it manifests as high blood pressure, severe stomach acidity, and sudden, painful acne breakouts. These heat-based symptoms indicate that the body is holding a surplus of solar energy. The internal environment is quite literally overheating. When this heat originates from an overactive Mars, it alters your behavior. You may experience sharp bursts of anger, a persistent urge to argue, and a domineering personality that makes it difficult to trust others. Neutralizing this martial heat requires a deliberate influx of cooling, alkaline properties to bring the blood back to a stable state. Dietary adjustments often provide the quickest results. Drinking water infused with the bitter Himalayan herb charetta or consuming a cooling bale sherbet helps reset the blood's pH level and pacify internal inflammation. For those who engage in high-intensity exercise, a specific yogic sequence is required. Intense workouts must be followed immediately by deep cooling practices like Shavasana. Without this transition, the blood remains in an excited, toxic state long after the workout ends. By physically lowering the body's internal temperature, you quiet the aggressive mental fire that is currently dictated by Mars. The Kapha dosha represents a different set of challenges: emotional heaviness, brain fog, and chronic water retention. These symptoms of stagnation point towards an afflicted moon or an imbalanced Venus. The fluid systems in the body are essentially weighed down. Releasing this weight requires a physical intervention designed to pull this erratic lunar energy downward and away from the nervous system. Soaking your feet in warm salt water for 20 minutes while listening to grounding ragas acts as a simple, effective draw for this energy. The salt interacts with the body's fluids to pull out the excess kapha. Internal recalibration is also possible. Drinking milk from a silver glass provides a cooling effect for the mind, while solar therapy, drinking water that has sat in green glass bottles under sunlight, helps re-energize a stagnant heart chakra. Utilizing water, salt, and light allows us to physically shift the emotional gravity that causes lunar imbalances. The Vata dosha governs the air element. When Vata dominates, the result is mental chaos, anxiety, scattered thoughts, and a total lack of focus. However, the cause of this mental noise varies. Mercury typically creates stress through trapped, unexpressed communication. The shadow node Rahu, on the other hand, creates anxiety through a sensory overload of information and fantasy. For Mercury-driven chaos, a Tulsi plant can purify the immediate environment, while consuming Brahmin or Shank Pushpi provides the brain with the nutrients needed to regain clarity. But when Vata creates a sense of paralyzing lethargy and procrastination, the influence is often Saturn. Saturn's lethargy stems from a physical buildup of toxins in the gut. This accumulation creates a biological blockage that slows down the body's processing power. Clearing this stagnation is a matter of digestive hygiene. Using psyllium husk or warm milk mixed with ghee flushes the colon and removes the physical inertia weighing on the body. Removing these physical blockages in the digestive tract directly clears the mental fog and the lethargy that characterize a Saturn imbalance. Every breakout, depressive episode, or sleepless night serves as a direct feedback loop from the cosmos. This illustrates the concept of Yata Pinde Tata Brahmande. The understanding that the human body is a functional microcosm of the wider universe. Changing your diet or your breathwork functions as a mechanical adjustment to align your internal biology with the solar system. When these physical doshas are stabilized, the body reaches a state of internal equilibrium, giving us the tools to balance the influence of the stars from the inside out.